Hey guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style. And in today's video, I am pumped to have the guys from Unfair Warfare joining me for a cheeky little interview. This is another interview where we decided it was going to be best to bring in those face cams, similar to what I did with Hydrogen Gaming's. I had an absolute blast putting names to faces and just getting to know these guys a little bit better. And in today's one, we, like I said, have got the guys from Unfair Warfare. We will jump into this nice and quickly. They'll introduce yourselves so we know who we're rolling with. But without any further ado, let's roll the intro and hop into this.
I'm Ben from Manchester in the United Kingdom.
I'm Chase, or Chase the Ace from the US.
Oh, I'm Fab from the Netherlands.
I'm Ristia Southern Fairy from the UK.
Southern Fairy. Alright, so let's just kick this off by asking, when was your clan founded and who was the founder?
So I birthed Unfair Warfare on 8th of July 2017. Basically, it was created for... well, it was just a group of mates created it. We were playing in a clan together. There was a bit of a disagreement over donations, and I left for a top trophy pushing. Well, they weren't really trophy pushing, just the top UK clan in the trophies. When I started working with those group of workmates again, because we were staying in a pub, having some beers, grabbing some food, and then just sitting at the bar playing Clash. They basically wanted some donations, couldn't get into the clan called BA War, and tried to convince me to set up a clan on my own. So we basically purged the old clan that we were in to create Unfair Warfare.
Fair enough. Where did the name actually come from?
So we just pulled out a load of ideas, and it was either Mistakes Were Made, which was too long, or Unfair Warfare. And the term Unfair Warfare was mainly there was no modding involved, which is I have been asked by a couple of leagues whether that was a thing. It wasn't, but it was mainly just about trying to use best strategies and tips and stuff to be better than the noobs.
Fair enough. So it all kind of sparked from you being a big drama queen complaining about donations.
It did, yeah. I mean, I'd like to say I wouldn't say drama.
Nothing's
queen.
changed then, really.
No, that's exactly what I was about to say. Still a drama queen, right?
Oh yeah, guilty.
Once a princess, always a princess.
Yeah. Well, I was pushing out about 25k trophies, 25k donations a season. I was pushing to legends as a town of 9. I asked for a dragon for defense, and somebody told me it was too expensive in Elixir for a defensive CC.
Fair enough. So when did you guys start playing the game, and when did you get involved in Unfair Warfare?
I started playing in 2015. I took a break for about 3 years. Joined Unfair Warfare in 2018. I think it was March, and I've been there ever since.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. What made you start playing the game?
Just friends. Just had friends who were playing it, and I saw it and thought,
why
I got
not?
a little bit addicted to it to start with. Rushed to Town Hall 9, and then had a break for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And then got totally addicted again because I started working with colleagues. My friend Chris, who joined Unfair Warfare, got me back into the game.
Yeah.
I just played ever since.
Fair enough.
So I started back in January 2014, and I kind of downloaded on a whim, just randomly found it, and when I went back to school, a friend of mine was playing as well, so he was just like, hey, join my clan, and turned out to be a Reddit clan, so I got into that, and they were kind of casual, and I was there for a long time, like 5 years, but I played on and off, and then I wanted to up my game, so I went on like recruitment posts and stuff, and I found a clan called Red Rhinos, and they're like a nice family clan, but they're semi-competitive.
Yeah.
And they were awesome, and I did a fundraiser war, and that's how I found James, and he brought me over to. We started off in Aphelion, and then I think you guys were with Aphelion too. You were working with them, I believe.
Yeah.
And then that's when we formed.
Fair
we
enough.
got back to we went to Unfair Warfare from there.
Yeah, fair enough. So you've moved around a little bit, but now you're with
Yeah,
Unfair
a little
Warfare.
bit.
Are you here to stay? Or are you
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Got the UW in my name.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You're fully committed then, I guess. As soon as
Yep,
you send the name,
fully
that's it for the rest of eternity.
Yep,
Fair enough.
Can't change it.
All right, Fap, what about yourself?
I started back in 2015 somewhere because a lot of friends were playing as well. So they asked me to download the game as well. And ever since I didn't have a break from the game, always played it basically.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend or clan with my friends, but then I thought they were just too bad at the game, so I moved to one of the Reddit clans, to a Reddit hotel. Well, basically I also didn't like. It was good at certain times, but then the clan became a little bit less popular. Multiple people left, and in the end I joined Risty with some other guys from Reddit.
Yeah. Where did you find out about Unfair Warfare?
I think you guys were also on the RCS, right, Risty?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and BK asked me to join if he could merge with Risty, so then we hopped over to Unfair Warfare.
Yeah, fair enough. Risty, what about yourself? I feel like you're going to have one hell of a story to tell here, but go ahead.
Is that a comment that I just talk nonsense? Or
No, not at all. I just know you'll have good stories.
Well, I downloaded it September 2012, I think, when the game first come out, and I was playing other games. I'm either committed or not committed, and I only downloaded it to get like the equivalent of gems in game for this other game that I was playing. So if you watch a certain number of adverts, you got them. So I downloaded it in September, and I didn't actually pick it up until 2013. Early. I was playing another game where I was second in the world, and then they pulled the server, so it just stopped.
Yeah.
And I was had a 4-hour drive, and I was in a car with one of my mates at the time. And he was telling me about how he was a Rush Town 11. It turns out, literally level 1 warden, level 1 everything. He was telling me about how he couldn't defend stuff. I was like, I love strategy games. He must be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
It's crap. I gotta find out what he's doing. So I re-downloaded it just to try and get better than him. I didn't put it down since. I found out another mate of mine. I was best man at his wedding. Actually, was playing the same game, and stupidly he challenged me to race to max, and he gave up at Town 9.
So I guess most of your origins are all just friends getting you into the game and stuff, but since then you've ditched them to make new friends, I suppose. Fair enough. So this is just more a filler question than anything else, but obviously you guys in your leagues and stuff, it's all going to be mainly Town Hall 13 based, but do you guys have like mini clans? I know you've kind of got like a family, Unfair Warfare family. So what sort of town halls and stuff do you guys accept then?
UW is TH13 only, and then anybody else just gets distributed to family clans that accept lower town halls. But as for UW, we're just about end gamer. Yeah, there's no other relevant number than 13 at the minute until 14 comes out.
Yeah, which are probably going to be relatively soon actually. But yeah, all right. Next question. This is always an interesting one. What is the age range in Unfair Warfare?
I think Dion's probably one of the youngest, isn't he? Sort of 17.
Yeah, I think there's we had a couple of new recruits come in that were around 14, but 14. Generally, as long as they tolerate the fact that tolerate me, I guess. It just sums it up. A lot of banter, blue chat. But yeah, so that's probably the youngest, I think. In terms of, I think, Fap and Ben are probably right. I think Dion's slightly younger than Husky. They're probably the youngest too.
Fair enough. And any OAPs playing for Unfair Warfare? Or?
I don't know. Creek's probably not going to like it, but he's probably one of the oldest in the clan at the minute.
Fair enough.
He probably is actually.
Yeah, we've not got
AJ.
the clan's. Yeah, the clan's not that old. Maybe
Yeah.
Davey.
Fair enough.
That's probably it.
All right, so obviously Unfair Warfare have been around the competitive scene for a little bit now, but when did you start getting involved in leagues and stuff, and what sort of stuff do you still compete in now?
We started CWL. I don't remember the season actually. It was a mini elite, so it was the season before it became Elite 15,
Right.
And that was our
About
first
18 months ago,
adventure.
wasn't it?
Yeah, probably about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a good time.
Yeah,
it was
it was rough.
It was a baptism of fire for
Yeah.
definite. We got hammered.
Definitely
in
a wake-up
every-
call.
Yeah, every game we played, we lost, whether it was close or we lost on percentage. We didn't grab a W in the first season. We actually played against Beastos, played against Crunk.
Ah, yeah.
In there, I think he made me join the EYG server in the negotiations.
Fair
So,
enough.
bit of plug in for EYG there.
Yep.
But he was doing his bit. And then as for taking part and stuff, we've got 4 teams. So we take part in pretty much everything we can get our hands into, really.
Yeah. Out of all the sort of team names and stuff that signed up to Alpha League, Unfair Warfare had. You guys must have put between 20 and 30 people in. Every single sign up that was rolling in, it was like Unfair Warfare. I was like, how many folk are in this clan? A load of competitive players, but it's nice to see. It's probably nice for you guys as well, having such a big roster, so many people to pick from rather than just tiny little rosters and it's the same people constantly. You can, select if someone's, playing particularly well, got a new strategy down and they're smashing with it, you can pull them in or whatever. Probably quite nice.
I did actually sign us up to GCC, the Shingle division, which is the 15V, and in terms of numbers wise, it gave me a good indication of how many people wanted to sign up. We had I think we had 36.
Jeez.
So it was 36 competitive players, which
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
handy.
hard keeping everyone happy though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a downfall.
That's the problem. Some players,
everything.
some players don't want to stick around because they want to play all the time.
Yeah. Time
You
zone
can't
wise,
get everyone involved.
time zone wise, do you guys find it easy to schedule matches and stuff? Because I know certainly in Crown Egos where I play, sometimes the matches are pretty tough to try and schedule at times that suit everyone.
Chase might want to take this as he's a token yank.
Yep. That's me. I feel like our time zone differential isn't too bad. I'm pretty much available all the time, so I just sign up for whatever tournament is going on. And but yeah, usually it's around midday for me when it's night for them, which works out pretty well.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so we'll move now onto the Whois round. This is when things start to heat up a little bit. We start to get some beef and stuff going on. So first question is, who is the best Legends League player?
Pretty unanimous.
Pretty unanimous there. Chase, no pressure, but yeah. Yeah, alright, pretty unanimous there. Why have you guys said him? Just trophy-wise, is he the best, though?
Dedication-wise, he's probably the best.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
He's
since
played a
Stixel-
lot of Legends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think since he joined us, I think he's educated everyone on Legends League a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with he builds the bases he finds, tests them on his other accounts, and when he finds them again, he knows how to triple them. So
Wow, that's commitment. Yeah, geez, nice.
he's
But
pushing
bonus-
easily.
What sort
He's
of
crazy.
trophies does he get to?
He's always top 1,000 in the UK, in global. He's Ireland's number one every
So-
season.
Not bad.
I've seen him finish over six. I think he's finished over 6K.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, to say he was
Not
number
much
one in
over.
Ireland's.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
there's only 5 teams.
is that some diss on Ireland there? Jeez.
Husky's used to it.
Yeah.
Just get in the chat as soon as something goes wrong. It's potato.
Fair enough. All right, next question. Who in the clan is the most active player? Everyone's saying different answers. You love to see
That's
it.
a tough one.
Yeah, I guess you guys have just got really active clan. Not like my clan
Yeah,
where
pretty
you
much.
request for troops, you come on a couple hours later and it's still sitting there. And it's just jumping straight into Discord, everyone tagging, yo, I've been waiting 3 hours on CC troops. Nah,
The boss
nightmare.
will be mad if that happens.
Yeah.
If it's not a race, I kick off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
All right.
It's always an issue with CWL this week. I've chucked my toys out the pram a couple of times over in the second clan already. What do you mean?
Yeah, but
4
you-
hours for fucking super wizards? Not happening.
Imagine still using Super Wizards, jeez.
Blizzard hasn't
Are you,
died.
are you still blizzarding?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's still busted.
It's still strong, but every
Yeah.
time I seem to use it now, it doesn't work. So I'm saying it's not as strong, but
Not as easy.
not as easy. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so if you were say in the final of like CWL or something, and you had one hit left and it had to triple to win the war, who would you want that player to be to win the war for you guys? And if you say Brian here, I'm not going to be happy. Risty backing himself. You love to see it. So do you usually hit last then, Risty?
I always hit last, yeah.
Yeah, mainly because he just always takes last.
Yeah. Is there any reason you hit last? Do you just like to take the time, take the pressure off everyone else, or are you just really slow at planning?
Two things. So
Yeah.
the first one is, the first one is I would much rather have all the pressure on my shoulders, because in reality, if it goes south, then I only hate myself.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then the second reason is probably my competitiveness likes the fact that if it comes down to being fairly close on the 10th hitter in the 5v, then I just like giving the opponents a little bit of hope before crushing them.
Fair enough.
There's nothing better.
Yeah. What's your in most of those situations, do you triple? How have you been this season, triple wise? Bringing them in?
When it's needed, I haven't failed too often.
Yeah.
I did go through a spell. I think it was when we started Elite 15. I think in the space of a week, I had 3 clutch triples at the end. It was one against only the Brave in Elite 15, and it was CWL. I think it was the Kill Zone was one of them. CWL Esports Season 1.
Yeah.
War 3. Not that I
Fair enough.
save the YouTube footage.
Do you plan out all your own hits, or do you find that like when you're on voice chat and stuff that you'll help each other out plan the hits, or sometimes even one person will come up with multiple different strategies?
Yeah, we all help each other with the plans and stuff. We kind of figure out the plans for what we each want to do.
Yeah.
So like Dion would go down and say, all right, I have 5 hybrid plans, like a minute in.
Fair enough. And for the hit order, do you guys have like a hit order? Obviously, Rusty just said he goes last, or do you guys find that it's just whoever sort of comes up with the plans first, they'll go in first there?
Basically, the Lalo players get the first bases, and Dion just gets the one hybrid base he wants, and then it's me and Risty left for the other bases.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Yeah, I went first. I went first today.
How did it go?
Today. We had a bunch of time fails.
Oh, look.
We scored an 11 and we had a 99. That was mine. 98, and then
That was me.
that was yours. Yeah.
Yep.
Time feels like the
96,
worst.
maybe the other one.
Did you win the war or lose?
No, we lost.
That's good.
I won the star.
Yeah, smashed them our percentage as well. It's gutted.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, next question. Who is the worst Lalo player on the team?
Well, if you'd have asked us a while ago, I'd easily have said myself.
Aristi's a Lalo god now.
Damn straight.
Is everyone just going to say themselves?
Yeah, probably.
I could get 70% Sui,
no
and then
idea.
I'd still only get 71%.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked everything else, I'd have said Ben.
So, have you got players that you find mainly just do the Lalo? Like, if you see a base and you're like, that's Lalo, is there like go-to players for that?
Chase.
Yeah.
We have 3, depending on who's playing.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And are you one of these players that's used Lalo since like Town 09, back in the Town 09 days? Are you one of those guys that's just constantly used Lalo all the way up through?
No, actually, I started at Town Hall 12
All right.
probably a year ago. I learned it,
Not bad.
but I've just been that's all I've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty damn strong. So
Yeah, it is.
fair enough. Fair
Yep.
enough.
Blizzard Lalo's just OP at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
If I can do it, it's definitely broken.
That's true. That's true. All right. So next question. If you guys were all out together on a night out, who would be the first one to go home? Dion wouldn't even get in the pub. He's underage. Yeah, I suppose he would be first home because he wouldn't even be allowed in.
He probably needs to go and
Send them
change
home
his
at the door.
shorts.
Yeah.
Fake ID.
Fake ID. That's the one.
Loving.
Oh man, class. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So, who's the loudest player on your team? There's always one that's a bit over the top. So you obviously said earlier that Husky's from Ireland. Is he one of these Irish folk that just shout at everything?
I think his level of confidence, even when it's not actual confidence, just just comes off.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. This is always an interesting one, and it's nice to throw some people under the bus here. Who is the spam god on the team?
Oh,
Of course, Tony.
Hey,
Damn, fam throwing Resty under that bus.
I forgot about
I
Tony.
see it.
Jeez. So what does Tony hit with?
Tony.
Anything.
Anything that's spam.
Anything that's spam,
like-
yeah.
Anything.
Quad Quake Witches thing,
Go wee.
where you just draw a line on the
Yeah.
side of the base. That's like classic spam.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Classic Tony.
Classic.
Tony likes to call it 3-star spam.
3-star spam. I mean, if it pulls in the 3 stars, I guess it doesn't really matter. So, all right.
Chris uses his E-drags. So there's that.
He does what? E-drags.
Yeah.
Dirty.
You just wait. I've got one ready for Supercell CWL later. You good?
Oh.
Nice.
To be fair, E-drags are all right on, if you find the right base, and we see E-drags less and less. In the old meta, it used to just be pull out E-drags, easy triple, pretty much every single time. And it's nice to see E-drags being used less. Now when I'm seeing them used, I'm like, this guy must be a skilled E-dragon player to use them. I don't know if there is such a thing as that, but yeah.
I keep trying to convince Dion that it's all surgical E-drags.
Surgical E-drags. Alright, I'll stop by and watch your surgical E-drag attack then. See how it's done.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Alright, so last question here. Who is memed the most in the Unfair Warfare team?
Easy. Ben will be able to give you probably about
Whoever
20
does the
stories
most.
on that.
So, Ben,
I can tell you. I can tell you where it all started.
yeah, go ahead. I was about to ask.
Well, it started back in the Town Hall 12 days, and we were very close to Champs 1. And believe it or not, all we needed for promotion, well, not for promotion, but to win the day, to help us get close to promotion, was I think it was like a 1-star, 12%.
6.
Was that it? 6%?
6%. Jesus.
I've still got the screenshots.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
I didn't make it.
Oh, did you disconnect?
Yeah.
I did.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'll send you the
Sleepless nights.
screenshots so you can just crop them in for him.
Yeah, I'm posting them up on Twitter.
No.
Oh man, that's the worst.
But yeah, he did get a
brutal.
nickname.
But
He got a nickname, the Gatekeeper.
but I got all the abuse for that. Well, not the abuse. They were quite kind-ish. But then
Wasn't me then.
But we pulled it back, and all we needed was a safe 2-star to win, to get promoted. And what did Jimmy do? Warden on air with ground. 2 in a ward and walk.
Oh, I've done that so many times, and you just sit there and you go,
Just saying.
"That's it, it's done."
Yep.
Or you put in your warden walk on air. You put in the healers, and they just sit there and don't heal, and you're like, "I'm just gonna end the attack. It's done." Oh, it's the worst.
He did fairly well with a bow witch, I think it was, to get 47% 1-star.
How is that fairly well? Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, I wasn't around long enough for that.
Yeah. All right, so now's the point where I'm going to ask you if you've got any stories that you want to reminisce about. You know, maybe stuff that sticks in your mind, good, bad memories. If you want to, you know, smack talk anyone, now's your chance.
See, there's many stories I want to tell, but one that's going to live with Dion for the rest of his life
No.
is sending a selfie of himself posing
Yeah.
with his, what I can only imagine, of his sister's shorts on. Needless to say, he's now called Short Shorts.
What did he send us to, like, your in Discord or something?
Yeah, it was like a group. It was like a group chat. I wasn't even in the group chat.
I wasn't
And I got
Why?
hold of it.
What possessed him
And I
to
got
do
hold of
this?
Exactly.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
can only
it's been
imagine
memed
the abuse that he got for
few
that.
times. Yeah.
Was
I
it
think
on
we've got.
purpose?
It definitely was. I think we've got a little emote here. I'm going to post the emote if I can find it.
Nice.
I didn't even know we had that. God damn it.
Me neither.
That's good.
Well,
Now we're just
you
going to
know now.
spam Dion with that.
Yeah.
And we well, Paz isn't going to like it either, but we also got one for Paz.
Meg Griffin.
Oh yeah, Meg Griffin.
Come on, let's have some more stories.
Well, I know there's a bet on about Brian needing to win some money and then get a haircut. So if he earns, I think it's a grand from playing Clash, he's got to get his haircut because he needs a haircut.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you seen his head?
I've seen him. He's not quite
Okay.
Goldilocks, but
Yeah. He needs a baldy. Oh man, imagine Brian with a baldy. That'd be the stuff of nightmares.
I mean Ben's had some classic moments. So
I've had a lot of classic moments.
oh yeah,
But I've been around a while.
Yeah.
my yeah. Ooh. So my story. I went up to visit in Manchester. Visit a friend of ours who was one of the two guys that actually made me set up Unfair Warfare.
Mhm.
And so we went out on a night out. We're gonna go play snooker at a snooker hall. And Ben was meeting up with Ben the next night, and his Fat Goose's he had a philosophy that we lost on a Friday because I would go out to play snooker back in my hometown on
Yeah.
a Friday because I wasn't around for planning and spotting attacks. So I went out to visit on a Friday. We went out to play snooker on a Friday. So he's giving it the old this is the voodoo, like the hoodoo. We're gonna lose. It's a jinx. We're going out playing snooker on a Friday, regardless of you not being at home.
Yeah.
So I was just playing snooker. I was having a good night on a snooker table. I looked down at my phone after about an hour and a half, and there's a couple of messages from Ben, and there's Ben asking for me to spot him, asking if I'm around, asking him what I think of his plan, and I hadn't responded, and all I remember is getting a message saying "fuck it, I'm going in."
Oh no.
So.
Leroy.
Yeah, thumbs up. Let's do this. Well, literally, it was not particularly good. So I think I went to the toilet just so I could go and look on my phone to see how he'd done. And I watched the replay back, and the RC was about to throw the shield at the town hall, and as he was like, she was just about to let go of the shield to make the hit. He pops the ability. Auto pops the ability himself, not
Yeah.
auto. And she stops in the swing. The shield comes off, hits the town hall, but doesn't take it down by one shot.
Oh,
and then
no.
skeletons come out,
Oh, no.
or like something distracted her.
Yeah.
So the town hall was left 1-star with like one shot on the town hall. I remember coming back in with a face like thunder, like he's done it again. Damn Ben.
But then you can't blame Ben for that, Risty. That's all on you, mate. You should have been
Apparently
spotting him.
it is. Yeah.
I still blame Misty to this day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah. I think Fat Goose still blames me as well. So, but if we didn't have that moment, actually, we wouldn't have the logo, because I was so pissed off that I actually like went onto one of the logo albums, like Potato Warfare, and just put a picture of Potato with Unfair Warfare underneath it, and then it took off from there as just a bit of a joke. But
Yeah.
so
he's still not changed. I spoke to him the other night. Day one, Supercell TWL, Misty, I've got 4 plans I want to go through with you. So I proceeded to go through my 4 plans, and then he told me his plan, and we went with his plan.
and Ben decimated my my plan.
Yeah, it was probably a godly plan, right, Risty?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
alright. It wasn't bad.
Foolproof, I think, is the word I used.
Foolproof.
No.
Apparently not Ben-proof.
It's debatable.
More recent storyline are couple, actually 3 now. 3 wars. Not in a row, but we've had 3 perfect wars ruined by one person in particular.
Are you going to tell me who it is, or are you just
was-
going to leave me hanging?
I was
Jeez.
gonna wait.
Throw him under the bus.
No, it was alright. I'll throw him. It was Husky.
Oh, right. Were
To
they?
be fair, you did get like one of them was like a 99, the other was like a 97.
I think
Time
the other one
failed.
was a 98 as well. And
Yeah.
the one of them, he time failed because he dropped the RC in and then threw the shield, thinking it was going to hit 5 targets.
Oh,
It had a
Oh,
scatter. So there was a chain of buildings literally touching each other. Sweeper, Expo on air, sweeper, scatter shot. He had his Lalo going through. So he puts his RC in. It's going to take the sweeper out before it gets targeted. Then throw the shield, takes the scatter shot out. The Lalo just goes through the rest. He dropped the RC in and just immediately popped the shield. And I was like, why didn't it hit that? Why didn't it hit the scatter shot?
Oh. Oh well, that's him well and truly beefed up in this video. Jeez, poor Husky. Not even here to defend himself.
He did help get a perfect war, like yesterday, right?
Oh
With,
yeah, for
Team
Ireland. In the Vertex Cup against Croatia.
Yeah.
Not even for unfair warfare, so he does it when it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, it doesn't count.
Oh man.
It's redemption, though.
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it?
A little bit.
There's no redemption for that. Like Brian leaving BFC and still having the name.
Yep.
Shouldn't let him live that one down.
Nah. Fair enough. Fap, anything? Any beef you want to throw?
Nah. Let's just say memory is not my strong suit.
Fair enough.
I forget a lot of things, but also because I blow too much when I play the game, so I'll often forget the wars.
Yeah, you just forget all the bad wars, only remember the good ones.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
We'll call it a day there. I do appreciate you guys jumping on. That was definitely a good laugh. Love throwing folk under the bus when they're not here to defend themselves, especially Brian. And Husky, I guess, is my new target for any memes and stuff, so I'll keep an eye out for his attacks. But yeah.
Do that.